Okay, welcome to Outlaw Woodworking. Today's day one of the shop build. This shop's a 60 by 34, and the first thing I'm going to do is cut all the headers. So what I'm going to do is I've found that working by myself doing the layout works best because you can take your time and kind of lay everything out the way you want. And the first thing I do is cut all the headers. And these are 6 by 6 headers. The shop's going to be, we're going to frame this thing out of 2 by 6s, so there'll be 2 by 6 walls all the way around. And I've got windows going in the back of the shop and the two sides, so I need 10 window headers and 1 door header. And I'm going to prepare all this stuff ahead of time so that when I bring the guys in to frame the walls, they will just be able to fly and get it done quick. And with snow, you never know when it's going to come. And actually, we got snow that says it's coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I'm going to try to get all this done prior to them showing up on Saturday and Sunday. And hopefully we can bang up all these walls over the weekend. Anyway, this video is the start of a series of building this shop. And basically this is day one. I'm using a Bigfoot saw. Here's a picture of it right here. And it doesn't cut all the way through a 6 by 6, but it does make a nice deep cut, and it works pretty good. I've had that saw for 20 years probably. Now right here you can see I've got all the headers cut. I've got the back of the shop has 8 windows, so there's 8 headers back there, and then there's 2 side windows. And the headers, I got those all done. Now what I'm going to do is start laying out. I'm going to lay out all the pressure treated, the top and bottom plate, and I'm going to start getting that laid out. This is something I usually like to do by myself because I can just take my time. If I were to bring in guys right now, they would just be too far ahead of me. And this way I can get it all done, ready to go, and then when they show up, they don't even have to think about it. Everything's already laid out. You do want to lay out your studs according to your plywood. So this whole shop's getting sheeted. And so what you want to do is on your tape measure, you got red marks. And what you want to do is subtract 3/4 of an inch each time when you're pulling your layout. And then when it ends up on the 4-foot mark, it's actually 3/4 less, so it's in the center of the stud, and that works out really well. Now, how I laid out these windows, I basically took the width of the back of the shop, divided it by 8, and then centered those, so they should have an equal spacing when I'm all done. And I think that's going to look good. I'm actually going to put these windows up high. My shop walls are 12 feet high. So I'm going to put these headers actually under the 2 plates on the top, and so and my trusses sit about 2 feet higher in the back than the wall, so that'll give it about 2.5 feet to the window, and yet I'll still have a good 10 feet on the inside of the shop from the floor to the bottom of the window. And that'll allow me to, if I decide to put any racking or anything on the back wall, it won't interfere with the windows, and that light will still come in. The windows that I've ordered are Anderson windows. They're an E-series window, and they are 2 foot by 4 foot basically, and they're awning windows. So they lift out and up. Right here, I'm starting to cut all the trimmers and the sill plates and double checking my rough dimensions. And I ordered my windows last year, so I have them all ready to go. So I'm hoping that within a month, I should have this thing framed up and then waterproofed. So I got 8 sets of, actually 11. I've got 10 windows, so I need 10. Basically, I'm cutting all the sill plates and all the trimmers for all these windows and 1 door. And I'm going to have all this all these pieces cut, ready to go, so when the boys show up, they'll be able to just let her rip. So basically I have each window has a header, 2 trimmers, 2 sill plates, and on the back windows they have 5 cripples, lower cripples, and on the 2 side windows they have upper and lower cripples. So I need to, and basically what I do is I get them all cut, and then I mark them all so the guys will know what to do, and then when they show up I'll actually lay them all out. Especially we're going to throw up the back wall first, so I'll get them all laid out and they should be able to bust through there pretty quick. This is going to be really nice to have a shop down here that I can actually keep my equipment inside and be able to, you know, be out of the weather, keep my equipment a lot nicer. Right now I have my truck is outside all the time. The excavator's outside in the weather. All my attachments for my TOOLCAT are outside in the weather. And then of course my dump trailer's outside in the weather, and my log hauler. So it's going to be really nice to, you know, keep everything washed and clean and then put it in this big shop. So here you can see I'm cutting the 2 trimmers and the sill plates, and then I'll start on the cripples after I get these all spread out. Right here I'm going through and getting all the holes drilled, and I've got a lot of anchor bolts, so I had a lot of drilling to do. I ended up using an electric drill after this because this drill, it started to get hot. It's a pretty old drill, but it got quite a bit done. Right here you can see I've got all the top and bottom plate already installed. I've got all the stud layouts marked, and I've got the back cripples already laid out for the back windows. They have lower cripples on those. And right here I'm finishing up the cripples for the 2 side windows. There's one 4x4 window on each side. And I need to cut 8 more pieces for these 2 windows, and that'll be it for all the pieces to put this shop together. The only thing we'll have to do on the morning the guys come is cut the studs, and there's about 200 of those to cut. We need to cut them at 11 foot 7.5, and that'll allow for 3 plates, and it'll be 12 feet to the top. Right here I'm cutting the upper cripples for the 2 side windows, and I mark all these upper, and there's the other 4. So that's all my pieces pre-cut. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go label them all and basically make sure everybody knows what they're doing. And there you go. Now here's a view from my drone. And basically you can see I've got all the headers, the trimmers, the sill, the cripples all cut out, laid out. I've got the pressure treated, all drilled and ready to go. All the studs are marked. So this should make it an easy time for my guys when they get here on Saturday morning. And yeah, that is basically day 1 of the shop build at the Outlaw shop. And yeah, you can see the door right there, and these are big doors, 12-foot openings. There's 4 of them, and yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, hit the bell, and I will see you when we start framing on Saturday morning. So this is all the pieces ready to go, and the next step is going to be to throw these walls up. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Later.